work. Disgusting, nasty work. Nasty. Come on, son. And at the number one spot. Give me a break. Nasty work. Nasty. Come on, son. One, do. Let's get it. Mike sounds good. I'm talking real good. I'm sounding good. Looking fresh again. I told y'all, as long as the weather stays cold, let me take a drink. God damn, my voice sounds crazy. As long as the weather is cool in Florida, I'm telling you, I got a polo knit for every bump on your blood clot face. Today I broke out the green polo teddy bear with the good low hat. You know who ran this hat into the ground, and you can go look at it. Charleston White, I don't know if he had more than one of these low hats, but he wore this hat right here to the dirt. And I'm like, damn, son, I wear that hat like once a year. Maybe he loved the hat. But he got this same low hat, and Charleston White wore this hat in every interview for like 2 years straight, respectfully. You know what I mean? You got it's coming different variations, Charleston. Get a new hat, son. You know what I mean? You got to switch up on the low. Low is a basic brand for me. Even though low is fire and it's expensive and it's classic, this is what I wear when I'm chilling. We're going to get into some brand shit today because I want to talk about some brands. But I want to thank you guys for the song submissions. I have so many. I want to tell y'all to slow down. But I think what that's going to do is make y'all stop completely because once again, I'm only playing 2 songs at random every week because that's all the time will allot me to do. But you guys overwhelming. I have over 50 songs in my email right now, and I love it. I haven't listened to any of them. Like I said, I'm not, because I want to make the scale work. You know what I'm saying? The lowest term, we got legendary nasty work. Then we got pack you up. Then we got nasty work. Then we got mid. Then we got a bop, and then we got fire, which is the highest tier you could get. So I want to give it I want to give it a fresh listen. You know what I'm saying? How I feel on the first listen. I may change later, but how I initially feel, that's my most honest opinion of your song I could give you. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys about how I personally feel about your music. But I do appreciate all the song submissions. It shows that you guys take your music serious. And maybe some of y'all playing. Like I said, independent artists need platforms that do have a little bit of traction or big traction to put them out there. Maybe somebody, one of my celebrity friends is watching, heard your shit, and he want to, have a conversation with you, or she want to have a conversation with you. But the one thing I will stress, please let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. And I will add this as well. Maybe add your hand. Well, I guess based off the music, they can find you. But I think it'd be a good idea. Maybe add your social media handle so I can shout that out as well. You know what I mean? Just to boost it up a little bit in case somebody do want to check you out and get to know you on a personal level or maybe interview you, something like that, But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the first song. This first song comes from an artist by the name of, I think he sent a couple of songs, but I'm going to play this one. Artist's name is Amari Moore, straight out of Mansfield, Ohio. Name of the song is A Sinner's Prayer, and then it has Y in parentheses. But let's get it. Let's see what it's hitting for. Let's go. Oh, he got a video too. See, I like when they have a video. Good video.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, little vibe so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Staying out the streets, that shit had always been my main goal. If my nigga fuck this bitch, I cannot fuck the same hoe. Meaning it respectfully, but that's part of my morals. Don't ever disrespect me. If you did, that's just your own fault. I came from long nights of poverty. I went from mice and roaches, now I'm living comfortably.
Okay.
All the struggles I've been through and made a man of me.
Okay.
My thoughts kept me up all night, I couldn't even sleep.
Yes.
I couldn't even eat. Stepdaddy was a drunk, and my mama off the drugs. Leaving us at home alone when all we needed was some love. Sitting at home with my sister and my brother. When ain't really had much, but all we had was each other. What's a boy supposed to do when he don't even got his mother? And his daddy up in prison, so he can't leave for the summer. I remember days, I ain't wanna believe my mama getting high. I'll admit, shit, it broke my heart, I always wonder why. It left me traumatized, had to come up with a plan just to live a better life. Not the type to do some Zans, that ain't my type of high. I know that one day it's gonna come and we gotta die.
Okay.
If I should die today, I'ma pray the Lord my soul to take. And if you let me breathe, I give you praise. Yeah, I walk through the valley in the shadow of death. Lord, forgive me for my...
Yeah, I rock with this. Shout out to Amari Moore, straight out of Mansfield, Ohio. I believe that's where he's from. Did I get that right? Amari Moore, straight out of Mansfield, Ohio. The name of the song is A Sinner's Prayer. Why? I'm kind of torn with this. He can sing his ass off. I do like the beat. I'm somewhere in between a mid and a bop. And I need to find that, because from a bop to a mid, that's kind of like a drastic drop, and it sounds very insulting. So I got to come up with a tier like that's kind of like, it's I fuck with it. Like, this is something I will listen to while I'm driving, for sure. I wouldn't skip this song. So because I haven't created a scale that will give how I feel about this song, I'm going to give it a bop. I fuck with it. I fuck with Amari Moore. So shout out to Amari Moore for sending his music. Keep doing your thing. I do like that track. It's called A Sinner's Prayer. Why? Dope. Good voice too, bro. Salute to you. Bad drip in the video, though. Bad drip. I understand you just coming up, you independent, but bad drip. I wasn't feeling the fit in the video. This ain't about how you look. It's about the music. You know what I mean? But the drip was nasty, respectfully. It was basic, but it wasn't good enough for a video shoot, bro. You supposed to go crazy, son. You look like you was walking to the store, my nigga. You like you about to, nah, son. It's a nasty fit. But you from Ohio, too. Y'all ain't really known for the fashion shit, you know? But good music, though. I give you that. All right. So the next artist we got, let's see who we got here. Do I have a song here? Y'all niggas be giving your life story on some of these shits, bro. So I'm not a music executive, son. I just want to hear your music. I love music. He doesn't have where he's from. Thanks a lot. All right, but his name is Marvin Rutley. Let me pause this real quick. His name is Marvin Rutley. Oh, no. Marvin, see, that's why you got to put your name, because on your YouTube channels, it says something different. I'll just go hit play on it. So his name is Marvin Keown. Marvin Keown, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I don't know where he's from. It doesn't specify it in the email, but he does have a YouTube link. And the name of the song is Lift. Once again, good visuals. It's starting out good as far as what I see on the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and play and see what it's hitting for. Marvin Keown, name of the song is Lift. This better not be about working out, nigga.
I don't care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Yeah, that's Mike Tyson. It better be Mike Tyson.
We about to live. Yeah, we about to shine. We about to live. Yeah, we about to grind. We about to live. Yeah, we about to shine. We about to live. Yeah, we about to grind. We about to live. Yeah, we about to shine. We about to live.
He about to make me mad.
We about to grind. We about to live. Yeah, we about to shine. We about to live. Yeah, we about to grind. I ain't flexing, I'm stretching on my Vinyasa flow. Life you gotta live, you expect for things to really grow. Heard it takes a lot to be great, but I'm willing, no. You can learn whatever you want when there's a need to know. My goals are big, I'm invested, I need my refund. Embrace your inner child, I'm doing this for Lil Keon. I'm prime time, baby, I'm focused, this is my Dion. GPS was set for the limit, I'm going beyond. It's time to shine and no ring lights are necessary.
All right, that's enough. I can't take no more of this shit, bro. Okay, I see what it is. He's a personal trainer, obviously. He's in shape. I get it, but pack you up, son. This gets to pack you up, bro. I hate this type of shit because good marketing tool. You're an athlete rapper. Most athlete rappers are trash. And I'm not saying, yeah, you trash, bro. I get it's a motivational song to sound like some shit that'll play in the background on a Tyler Perry movie while niggas is working out. But pack you up, son. You know, you got nasty work, pack you up, and then legendary nasty work. I'm saying pack you up because I hate this type of shit. It's funny to me. It's novelty rap. You're motivating people. That's why I won't give you the highest tier of whackness. You feel me? So you do get to pack you up for this shit because of me, because of how I am. Somebody else I can see people in the gym. I lift. I wouldn't lift to this. You know what I mean? But I could see this being played in the background in a gym, a commercial. This got a good commercial flair to it. You know what I mean? It can do that. It's well done. Definitely great camera work. You in shape. I ain't gonna give you too much credit on your body and all. I see you in the shape. You in the gym. You getting it done. You motivating people. That's a beautiful thing. But this wasn't it, son. This shit pack you up, son. Pack this up, son. Respectfully. But salute to you, man. Thank you for sending in the music, bro. And once again, everybody, this is just my personal opinion. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. Don't take what I say for face value. I'm not the emperor of music, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just a comedian, and podcaster, you know, doing his job. All right? But thank you for sending in the music, brother. I appreciate you, man. And yeah, you in shape. You're great at what you do. But this is not it, son. Not it. Pack you up. But anyway, let's get into the show, y'all. Welcome back to episode 11 of the Nasty Work Show. I am your host, Wil Milz. Thank you guys for coming back. I'm tired. Y'all see, I got a big drink today. Sipping on that tonight. I'm sipping on that Don Julio. The only thing that goes in my system is going to be some Reposado tequila, whether it's the Coromino or the Don Julio Reposado with some ginger beer. That's my drink. If you do want to make a dirty mule, you got the Moscow mule and you got the dirty mule. The Mexican mule is going to be Don Julio Reposado or any Reposado tequila of your choice with some ginger beer and I believe some lime. But the dirtbag mule is going to be some Reposado, Don Julio, ginger beer, and Red Bull. Give it a little spike in it, you know what I'm saying? And a splash of lime. That Red Bull is what makes it my signature drink. So I'm on that tonight because I'm tired. My dog, Chanel, she just had her puppies. All right? She just had the puppies. We thought she was going to have 4, but she actually had 3. And I knew she was in labor. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody who owns Frenchies out there, you know that Frenchies they can, but because of the way their hips are positioned and the way they're built, because they are man-made dogs, they're not a purebred dog, their hips are not designed to naturally push out a litter. So most Frenchies need to get an emergency C-section. Most do. Most Frenchies puppies don't make it. You almost guaranteed to lose 1 or 2 if you don't opt to that emergency C-section. So last week I've been taking her to go get a reverse PG. With the PG levels, it tells you whether she's ready to go in labor or not. And she wasn't. Every time I went, she was at like a 7 or a 10. They need to be at like a 2 or 1 in order for them to go in labor. And their temperature internally need to be like at 98. It's usually at 100 to 102. And she wouldn't drop. But last night, I'm looking at her. She's not moving. She's looking at me shaking. And she usually hype. You know, my boy, you know, the dad, he usually the pussy one. But this time, she like just lethargic, shaking. And then I touched her belly. I felt, whoop. I said, oh, in labor. Now, here's the thing. If it's a planned C-section, it's probably like, if you could schedule it, it'll cost you about anywhere between $700 to $1,000. But if they're already in active labor, you would have to get them an emergency C-section. Now, you can still opt to go through with the natural labor, but then you're risking losing some of those puppies. So I opted for the C-section, the emergency C-section. $4,000, ladies and gentlemen, 4 bands, okay? But she had 3. We thought it was going to be 4, but it was 3. They all Merles. Louie's a tri-colored blue, but she's a Merle. And y'all know about all 3 of them came out Merles, good weight, good size, 2 boys and 1 girl. The girl's fire. Like, the 2 boys are all Merle. They look like her. One of them is a double Merle. So he got Merle on top of Merle. One of the boys look exactly like her. Then the girl is all white with a Merle face. So none of them, for me, I'm not selling any of them for under 5 bands. So at the bare minimum, I'm looking at a nice little chunk of change because I might keep 1. I got 2 now, Louis and Chanel. Those are my boy and my girl, but I don't know. I think it sucks to sell the puppies, but honestly, I didn't plan this pregnancy. I haven't talked about it on the show, and a lot of people, if you don't know this, dogs are only pregnant for 60 days. I didn't know that until I got my dogs. I thought dogs was like maybe 7 months, 6 months, 2 months. That's it. So she went in heat on her first birthday. November 2nd, she went in heat. And I guess at some point, outside in the backyard of my house, while using the bathroom, Louis crept up on her and got her. And yeah, she got pregnant. And I knew she was pregnant because her nipples were getting bigger. And then when she would pee, she would have like a mucus discharge. So I took her in, and they said, yo, she pregnant. And I'm like, fuck. So I technically found out she was pregnant about 3 weeks ago. And I had to kind of like, because, all right, there's a small window to where they can get pregnant, which is usually why Frenchies are, they don't even have natural sex, a lot of them. So it's kind of dope that they actually did reproduce naturally, because most Frenchies are artificially inseminated, which is what I was going to do with them in another year, because I was scared to let her get pregnant by Louis, because Louis 3, she's 1. And my dog a pervert, he got on her first heat. But she's good. I'm getting her fixed. I'm not doing another litter with her. I don't want to put her through that shit again. I think that's torture. And yeah, but anyway. Speaking of dogs, before I get into this, I don't want to clown no shit. Somebody sent me a video about a guy getting his dog. So people only send me funny shit because I don't do the whole serious thing. I try not to get into the serious thing and make shit somber. I try not to do that. You know what I mean? So people typically send me stuff that's, I'm going to have a objective perspective on it or some funny shit. You know what I mean? So I do want to say these California wildfires, man. Rest in peace to all those who perished. And, prayers out to the people who going through it and living in it. This gonna sound fucked up. I have a hard time. I mean, I sympathize with anybody who lose their shit by forces of nature, whether you're rich or poor. But I tend to lean more than the displaced people who can't do nothing about it. A lot of people losing their shit got houses all over the place. So I'm not saying that they deserved it, but y'all good. Y'all evacuated. Y'all got all types of fire insurance. Y'all good. Y'all houses is millions and millions of dollars. That's the world we live in. People have less pity on the more fortunate. And I'm one of those people. So I do hope you recoup. I hope nobody died, or you didn't lose anything sentimental. But y'all niggas is multi-millionaires, bro. Y'all gonna be all right. But this shit sucks. California is a wild place. A lot of conspiracy theories coming out saying this shit was man-made and, people are deliberately setting shit on fire. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not speculating. I'm not one of them whack-ass podcasts or channels that's going to be out here speculating just to draw a buzz and create some rhetoric that we haven't confirmed. I don't do that. I don't speak on anything pop culture that can create theories and shit like that. I don't like to do that. I like proof. I'm a proof guy because I don't want anything to come back on me to say like, yo, Wil Milz said, nah. If I don't have a video, some kind of verbiage to support my claims, I'm not saying shit. Two of my people's going at it right now that fuck with me. Cam fuck with me. He follows me on social media. And I've done some work with Jim Jones in New York. Shout out to the IFC, the Influencers Fashion Club. I was out there with him a couple of months ago in New York. I fuck with both of them evenly. Pause. You know what I mean? Can't fuck with my content. I've had some, dialogue back and forth with him. Me and Jim, in person, me and Jim didn't work together. So I'm not saying shit. I kind of understand. Here's what me and my brother talked about this earlier. Before I get back into the California wildfire video, this is my stance on the Cam and Jim shit. Both of them are some official dudes. Both of them. It's a lot of internet dudes that grew up in the internet era. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little older, so I grew up in the internet era when the social media first came about. When there was no internet, I was a teenager, so I was there. I'm a little younger than Cam and Mace, but I'm just a little younger than them. I'm not that much younger than them. I was a teenager. And then the internet comes around. So when you come of age within a certain era, you don't lose that. This is what people don't understand about me. Y'all niggas that be talking shit in the comments, or even seeing me right now in this podcast, if you met me in person, nothing is different, bro. I am just like this. I'm not academics, bro. Academics wouldn't do shit to none of you niggas. That nigga's a bozo. He utilizes his platform to talk slick. He was not outside. He was not doing none of that shit. So he can talk Freddie Gibbs this and, all the people he done barked on. We saw how he acted when Vic Mensa showed up to his platform. He's a bozo. He done no street shit. He's not been involved in no type of beefs. And he can talk and yell into a camera because there's no consequences behind that. So when you hear Jim Jones talk and you hear Cam talk and you see a nigga who's not of that element that speaks with that same cadence, you can't distinguish the real from the fake. That's what the internet has done. It's giving people the ability to act however they want to act with no repercussions. And I think people got a tendency to think Jim Jones is a bitch-ass nigga. He's not. He's not. He's got into it with some niggas that's real too, but he's not a real-life pussy nigga. So I think it's easy to clown a nigga like that or clown a Cam, but I understand what they're doing. They're just talking. So when he's talking to Justin LeBoy about Cam, I don't think the conversation would have went that way if Cam was present. When Cam's saying it is what it is, I don't think it would have went that way if him and Jim was together. I don't think it would have been perceived that way. But because it's on the internet, you can do what you want to do with it. And Cam is the more commercial. He's funnier. He's more lively. He has a fun platform that we all love. Jim leans more towards the serious side, and I'm not going to say emotional. I think he's a passionate dude. So it's easier for niggas to lean towards, Jim's a bitch and Cam's the nigga who, you know what I'm saying? I don't think, and this is my personal opinion. I don't know the story in and out. Niggas say what they say, and then it is what it is. But it's nasty when dudes who were really close for a long time becomes a internet news, and for some people to laugh at. As an older dude, I don't think that shit is funny when I see niggas fall out. People wanted to keep going because they want to see the crash out. For instance, I like that Mace and Cam, they had an ugly spat, but their shit was tied to people dying. Their shit was tied to some real street shit before the internet. So I can understand Jim's stance on saying, that's crazy how they linked back up, and I was on the internet bugging on Mace. I was on Hot 97 bugging on Mace. Now, my goody, I offered you Kofi. I put you in my Kofi category. All that shit. I ain't gonna play this audio. Go look for it. But he blacked on Mace because of some shit that he was going through with Cam. So I understand Jim's position. I'm loyal to a fault to this nigga, and then you go make up with the nigga who I beef with for you. So I understand Jim. I understand his stance. I'm not saying he right or wrong. I just get his perspective. Also get Cam's perspective. Like, nigga, I put you on. How you talking shit about me on the platform? You see what I'm saying? And then Cam probably got blindsided because he probably felt like things was cool. And then you go on the platform saying this and that. So I think the lines get blurred when things hit social media and the voice sound a little different. And also you got the audience in the background, in the comment section, they kind of fueling the fire a little more. And you kind of, you kind of base your feelings off it based off the energy from the audience. That's what I think. And I think it's all corny. I think they need to sit down. That's what I think. And I don't think it's all beef. Although, and that's what the internet don't understand. These niggas ain't gonna beef. It ain't gonna go no further than this. Trust me. These are grown-ass men, 40s, in they 40s, pushing 50. Ain't nobody about to be out here fighting this shit. Y'all little niggas, y'all like that shit, that crash out shit. The 40-plus year old community, it ain't going past yelling and screaming. Niggas already did all that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's nasty that I don't like it. And like I said, I fuck with both of them, so I don't have no opinion on it. I mean, I don't have a side. I don't have a side I'm taking on it, and I'm not going to talk about it and talk bad about any of those dudes. And I don't want to get unfollowed either because they both fuck with my content. So salute to Jim, salute to Cam. Y'all both legends in my eyes, No glazing. But back to what I was saying about the Florida shit. I mean, the California shit. Somebody sent me a video of a dude in California, and somebody said, you ought to see how this man acted when he got his dog back. Man who lost his home in the Palisades fire discovers his dog Oreo is alive after spending 5 nights in the rubble. That's a beautiful thing. I don't see where the joke is in that. So hopefully it's just some sentimental shit. Let's check it out.
Tika Tika! It's Tika Tika! It's Tika Tika!
All right, already. The Tika Tika! I just talked about my dogs for a minute. I love Louie and I love Chanel. I paid a lot of money for them motherfuckers. Anyway, he probably lost everything and his dog is probably the only thing that's left. Let's start it over. I'm not passing judgment, but I think he sound like a bitch from off top. Let's get to that part. Let's get to that. Shout out to my nigga fucking Zip with the Drip. Let's get to that.
It's Tika Tika!
It's Tika Tika!
It's Tika Tika! Hi, Boo Boo! How's the fire? Oh, honey! Oh, honey! Oh, my God, you're alive! You're alive! Oh, honey!
Oh, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. In public.
Yes! You can take him back. Oh, thank you, Jesus! Oh, thank you, God! NBC! Where's NBC? Where are you, Liz? Thank you! Oh, honey, thank you! Oh, God almighty! Oh, Jane! Oh.
In public with it. Yuck. Yuck. I'm not even going to say gay or straight. But nasty work, son. Chill out, bro. Chill out, son. All that yelling, oh, Tika Tika! It's Tika Tika! Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. I love my dog, son. I do, but I'm not in love with them. My dog's is one bite away from homelessness. They never did it. They're very well trained. They never bit nobody. But I promise you, Louis or Chanel bite one of my kids, they're done. I'm giving them away for free. Or they're getting euthanized. Or if you get too aggressive and really go in and try to take an arm off, mauling my kid, I'm blowing your head off, nigga. Dead ass. 40 caliber bullet. Boom. Respectfully. An animal is an animal. A human is a human. I remember I saw a video the other day and this goat headbutted the shit out of this little kid. Granted, the parent was dumb for putting the kid in front of the goat, but that's not how it works. You feel me? I don't care if the parent's dumb. The goat hurt my kid, and I commented on the post, it would have been curry goat on the menu that night. All of these white people attacking me. Oh, it's the parent's fault. I don't give a fuck who fault it is. You mean to tell me if an animal attack your kid, regardless if it's your fault or not, the fact that your kid is hurt, you gonna side with the animal? That nigga dead. If a baby lion cub walk into a pack of hyenas because the mother wasn't watching, you think the mother gonna spare that hyena life for being a hyena? That hyena's dead. He's dead. So I'm supposed to be, oh, you know, my kid's is fucking got a concussion, but, you know, it was my fault. No, the goat's dead. What you mean? I'm going to grab that goat by his neck, ear to ear, head on the mantle, meat on the plate, pause. That sounded crazy. You know what I mean. The goats, y'all know what I mean. The goat's insides is meat. That nigga said it again. See, and you know what's crazy about a straight man? We got to do all this. We got to talk like this. Speaking of straight men doing weird shit, this is worthy of pause shit, right? I always say, like, you know, we can't eat a glizzy in peace. I got a whole video that went crazy viral. It did like 5 million views on TikTok. Granted, it was a rather large hot dog. It was about, I was at Disney World, and if you ever been to Disney World, you broke ass niggas never been there, so you don't know that at Disney World, the hot dogs are huge. I am a New Yorker. The New York bread hot dog with motherfucking red smothered, the red sauce onions and the mustard, that is and sauerkraut, that's a staple New York food on the go. Since when niggas didn't eat a hot dog? I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas got to say. But on camera, I ate a brolic hot dog at Disney. And I'm telling niggas like, yo, stop calling shit gay. Of course I'm joking. I got flamed a little bit for it. But the older cats knew what I was with. I'm not about to turn down an oblong or cylinder-shaped food because you niggas gonna try to call me gay. I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. It's food. If I'm eating food and you think about dick, that ain't my problem, son. I'm eating a banana. I'm thinking about a banana. It's delicious, plenty of potassium, hot dog, mustard, sauerkraut, onions. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about a man. You niggas think about a man while I'm thinking about eating this food. You niggas is the ones. But I do understand it's playful. Like, nobody really think you gay. The only thing that's gay is gay. So if a straight man is doing gay shit, by all means, make gay you want to him. Call him whatever you want. Think whatever you want. But if a nigga eating a piece of, you know, banana or a hot dog or something like that, it's fun. You know, as straight men, we do that. We make fun of each other. We tease each other. And the pause game is extremely fun. Me and my friends do it every day. You can't say shit. Got to be very careful with your verbiage or you're going to get clowned. And it's very fun to do it. Here's a alleged straight man wildin'. First off, the nigga look like Weird Al Yankovic and Luigi from Super Mario Brothers had a baby. Off top, he's wild. So check this out, y'all.
You know, I really take pride in the fact that I really think I'm like the first straight guy to get long, funky nails like this. Because whenever you see straight men get nails, it's like they usually just get their shit painted and that's it. Like whenever you see a guy that does get long nails, they're mostly gay or like bi. But like seeing a straight man do this, you don't see that. So I definitely will say, I've been doing this since 2020. So if straight men start getting their nails done, I started this wave. I did this shit first. I'm putting that out there right now.
And guess what else, boy? You can have it. You can have it because let me tell you something, homeboy. Even if you're not gay, you're definitely weird, bro. And that's the thing. It's a lot of dudes that's just flat out weird. You do weird androgynous shit. There was a lot of androgynous shit going on in the 80s. And even back then, we called them dudes gay. Prince, dudes like that. They was out here getting pussy. but they still was carrying themselves like bitches. You understand what I'm saying? They wasn't masculine men. But stop calling yourself straight. Call yourself something else, nigga. That's the problem. Y'all got to stop doing that. You got to stop acting like we're weird because, and you started some kind of wave because honestly, there's a certain caliber of women that'll deal with you. You can't just walk up to your average straight heterosexual woman, straight heterosexual, that's oxymoron or redundancy. You can't walk up to your average straight woman and she's like, oh, he's sexy. Nah, I ain't gonna go like that, buddy. You gotta fuck with a certain type of woman. You know, you probably the type of dude, and I'm pretty sure you are, that deals with transgendered. And you know, it's cool to identify them as what they want to be called, but you will call a transgendered woman a woman with a dick, and you'll deal with the dick and all that. I know what type of person you are. You one of them non-binary motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's not even metrosexual. You're a weirdo, bro. Weirdo. That's not even rock star shit. Even some of the rock star dudes who get their nails painted, they just be on some rock star freaky shit. You know what I mean? They don't be on some I like men shit. This shit you doing? It's not gay, bro. It's weird. You're weird, bro. That need to be a sexual orientation. Weird. They need to have gay, bi, straight, transgender, whatever, and then weird. You're just a fucking weirdo, bro. Respectfully. Add that to your LGBTQ shit. Weirdos. They could go in there too. Yeah. Speaking of, it's crazy how the content that I be having be segueing. Speaking of dudes who do weird shit, I'm tired of this dude right here, man. I'm so tired of this dude, man. Yada Awakening. He has to act the way he does. The man, I would love to know. He's pretty popular at this point, and he's well off. He got some bread. I wonder if he got a Google. I want to see if they tell me how tall he is. How tall? I know he ain't no big. He ain't no taller than 5'4", bro. How tall is Yada Awakening? Y'all put in Yada Awakening, they put a fucking Yoda up. That's why his name should be Yoda Awakening, because the nigga's a pipsqueak. Yada Awakening. How tall is he? 5'4". I knew it. 5'4". 5'4". The only man who will carry himself like this is a fucking pipsqueak. So he's 5'4". And you notice like short dudes, because you're not desirable guys. And I'm not saying I'm even that tall. I'm 6'1". But I'm 6'1", 230. That matters. You know what I mean? I'm 6'1", and I'm a little menacing in person. You know what I mean? I'm not somebody who just walk by and be like, oh yeah, I'll beat him up. Nah. Not me, brother. You better think twice. But short dudes always have to overcompensate. That's why if you look at most rappers, most singers who sing really good, most overachievers in the field of entertainment are tiny. Pause. Bow Wow, Omari, and they all little dudes, because they have to overcompensate in order to get women to appeal to them, because ain't no woman gonna be like, oh, I want that short guy. Nah, you gotta have something on top of being short. You gotta have money. You know, you can't even just be a nice looking guy, because you could be a nice looking guy, but if you short, she like, he's short though. Like, woman don't want to tower over you, nigga. She don't feel protected. She feel like she gonna get tried. You one of them niggas, I just put my hand out like this and you're going to be swinging like a cartoon character, son. But anyway, he's a dude who's well off. He's 5'4". He's married. And he's a simp. He's actually taken the crown of online simps. Derek Jackson, I proud to say I took part in packing him up. Got him the fuck up out of here. Your man back in the days who I had a problem with, I helped pack him up, got him the fuck out of here. Nigga with the tattoos all over his face. What's his name? I don't want to say it. The nigga with tattoos all over his face, yelling about sending girls cash apps. Yada is actually a bigger simp than Ace Metaphor. Ace Metaphor is still, he like the Manny. Well, Yada kind of looks like Floyd Mayweather, so I'm gonna give him the Floyd Mayweather. Yada, Ace Metaphor is like the Floyd Mayweather. I mean, it's like the Manny Pacquiao because he don't go as hard. And also, if you look at Ace's platform, he does have non-simps on his platform. Like, what's the dude? Fontaine, I think. Something Fontaine. He got the light skin with the beard. Shout out to you, homie. Like, you be on point. He's kind of like the I'm not saying anti-simp. He's like the watching him talk will make you tolerate Ace's show. You know what I mean? And they all have a great perspective, even some of Shakes, but it's a good show. I don't watch it, but I watch the highlights of it. Got dope card game too. But Ace Metaphor online, his online persona, I don't know if it's real or fake, but he's definitely a simp for sure. And that Chris GQ, whatever the fuck his name is. But Yada right now is the GOAT. He's a GOAT simp. So this is the type of nonsense he puts out to the world and tries to like push that rhetoric on women, on weak women, like they're supposed to get what he's doing for his wife. His wife. Check it out.
It's my greatest investment. I got $350,000 for it. Come on. Hey, baby.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he doing what I'm thinking he doing? Oh, no. We got to stop real quick. I have those Louis sneakers. The Louis cross-trainer sneakers with the tricolor. This nigga got on the Louis, the brown, white, and black Louis monograms with a blue Adidas tracksuit. The cross-contamination is horrible, bro. That is that's nasty what he doing right there. So already when you walk outside like that, and that's what you doing, my nigga, big, nice house too, got a little bit of paper, but get your fashion game together, nigga. That's nasty. That's bad work right there. Bad work, because Adidas and Louis don't got no collab. Adidas and Gucci got a collab. But that blue Adidas, come on, son. So check this out. Look at this. And also, I'm gonna tell y'all, don't fall for the okie doke. Watch this.
First of all, I want you to know I love you. I'm thankful for you, for your loyalty, for your love, the way you raise our children. And I want to let you know that there's nothing that I won't do for you. First, 100,000, and say I love you. Another 100,000, because I appreciate your loyalty.
She doesn't know. Oh my God, she's so fucking surprised. Give me a break.
And 50,000 just in case you want to splurge.
Oh, shorty, knock it off.
I love you from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head.
Good for you,
You're my
nigga.
best friend. You're my wife. You're the mother of my children. Thank you for being you. Now, next year, I'm going to 10 times that for you, baby. I love you so much. I love you so much.
The acting is crazy. That acting is crazy.
If you got a good woman, spoil your woman, brother. Spoil, and I do this for the world. Show the world how much you love your woman. Don't hide her behind closed doors. Show how much you love her. All praises. I love you, baby. I love you.
He does shit like this on a regular basis, but most of the time he's telling men to do that. First of all, let me point out the first thing. This is not even on no hating shit. This is your wife, bro. This is not some side chick, right? They sell funny money on Amazon, bro. You know what I mean? Like your wife is gonna support. If your social media and what you're doing is supporting your family, she's gonna play along, nigga. And there's women who be falling for this, like, oh yeah, that's a real man right there. Bitch, you don't even know if the money he gave her was real. I can buy that money right there for like $30. That could be fake money, first of all. Second of all, that's your wife. Why would you give your wife $150,000, bro? Like, it's still your money, dickhead. It's still yours. Anything she buys is gonna go right back in. Like, does she live in a different house? Does she live in a different country, dummy? You know what I'm saying? Listen, don't believe this shit. These niggas be fronting. I'm pretty sure he's pretty well off. I'm pretty sure. But let me see something. If they even have it. Because he ain't getting rich off this social media shit. He got something else going on. Also, there's cases on it. I ain't gonna go into that. That's not neither here nor there. Not Yada Awakening. Let's see if he got a net worth on here. Let's see. Okay, so he said at 22, his net worth was $2.5 million. I'm pretty sure he's well off. He got bread. He's not no broke ass nigga. But at the end of the day, I'm not knocking his hustle or knocking what he do. What I'm knocking is the women that fall for this bullshit. I'm against that because he's married. This is not, he's not talking to married men. He's talking to women who are trying to be a wife. And what he's doing is he's inadvertently sending them on a dummy mission to look for a dude who ain't got his level of money. And most men ain't willing to do that. So listen, he's doing what Derek Jackson did, but on like a more obvious scale. At least Derek Jackson, no Diddy, but he had the makeup of what the women wanted. Tall, muscles, dark. He had the allure. He himself was a business because he looked a certain way. So if you see a nigga simping, talking about how women this and women that, and he's appealing to them, they'll be more likely to listen to him. But because you're 5 foot nothing, you got to put out bullshit in order women to hear your message. And you got to be married. Because ain't no woman like, oh my God, I want Yada. They saying, no, I want a man like Yada that looks like Derek Jackson or look like me. Respectfully. So stop listening to this bullshit, ladies. This shit is cat. Ain't nobody coming to fucking save you and give you $150,000 for sitting on your ass all day. That's bullshit. Can't stand this nigga, man. You're a liar. What else we got on the docket, y'all? What else we got? What else we got on the blood clot docket? Let's stay here for a second in this pocket. Balenciaga, while we talked about his Louis and his Adidas combo, nasty work, I could tell y'all a combo that didn't never happen and this should have happened. I have never owned anything Balenciaga. I don't like Balenciaga. And it's not because of these political things behind it. I just never liked the brand. There's a couple of t-shirts I like, but I'm not the type to go grab a Balenciaga t-shirt because I don't have the matching Balenciaga sneakers. I don't like their sneakers. And for me, these high-end fashion brands, the most thing I would wear, because not for nothing, a lot of the things I wear when I'm out are a lot of like urban black fashion brands. I know Ralph Lauren is not, but it's actually a Brooklyn staple. Ralph Lauren is a New Yorker. I wear like a lot of Vinny Styles, Best Style Fly. I like Yeezy when it was popping. I do lean a lot more towards the black brands, but for me, it's more like the fit of the brand. How does it fit? I like Who Decides War. That's a black-owned brand, high-end. I fuck with that. I do love Louis Vuitton. Of course, it's not black-owned. I'm all about how things fit. I'm tall. I got long arms, short torso, so shit got to fit me a certain way. So I lean more towards how things fit me. And I don't like the Balenciaga sneakers, so I don't fuck with it. But I found out something about Balenciaga that I didn't know. Maybe you guys knew it. Check this out. A lot of people don't know this about Balenciaga. Now, a lot of things Balenciaga does look like for homeless people. And that's because Balenciaga stole a lot of their styles from an actual, real homeless person. Check this out, guys. This was very interesting to me.
Did you know that Balenciaga drew inspiration from a homeless man? Meet Slavik, a Ukrainian man whose unique style caught the eye of photographer Yurko Diakishin. Slavik never wore the same outfit twice, and Yurko was so impressed that he created an Instagram page called Slavik's Fashion to showcase his looks. The page went viral, and soon Balenciaga began borrowing Slavik's style for their runways, often without giving him credit. The buzz even reached Vogue, which expressed interest in interviewing him. However, in January 2000, Slavik disappeared, and no one has seen him since. Slavik's wardrobe was made up of items he found in the trash or received from shelters. Despite his circumstances, he had a refined sense of beauty and style that resonated with many, earning him recognition in the fashion world. Yurko Diakishin documented Slavik's eclectic looks for 2 years, capturing over 100 portraits. Sadly, after Slavik's disappearance, Yurko's attempts to find him were unsuccessful. Nevertheless, the impact of Slavik's fashion continues to inspire discussions about originality and appropriation in the fashion industry. Slavik's story reminds us that fashion lives within all of us, expressing our unique personalities in ways that can inspire the world.
Did y'all know that? That's actually very interesting, and they do a lot of stealing. But shout out to Slavik, man. Shout out to Slavik, man. He has some drip, fashion sense, and it was so inspirational that a whole company stole his style. And Balenciaga is one of the biggest brands in the world, and a lot of the inspirations came from a homeless man, and they didn't give him shit. Why not get him off the street? Why not? I mean, not even like let's let him get dressed. Why not cut Slavik a check? It wouldn't hurt y'all none. That's not the way people do people is fucked up, man. Why would y'all do that? Look at an Instagram page dedicated to this homeless man's fashion and not break the homeless man off. It's obvious y'all stealing the shit. We saw the side by side. He can't afford to impersonate Balenciaga. So obviously y'all did steal his style. That's nasty. Shout out to Slavik, man. I hope he's alive. Shout out to Slavik, man. But I thought that was pretty interesting, guys. What do you guys think about that? Leave a comment in the section. What we got? What else we got? Not speaking of nothing, because I don't have that. What do we have here? I must say this. I talk a lot about my age, right? I'm in my mid-40s, and I wouldn't choose any other race to be but black. We just age so gracefully, and it shows in our famous black people. A lot of it. If you take care of yourself, people say black don't crack. It does. Drugs could crack it. Too much drinking could crack it. Gaining too much weight could crack it. Not getting enough sleep could crack it. Frowning too much can crack it. We don't have the same deficiencies in our melanin as white people, but that has a lot to play in it. White people, a lack of melanin in your skin will make the sun your worst enemy, and that's what ages people. You know who ages better than anybody? Criminals. Because they're not in the sun. They're not in that hot sun. You ever see a dude go to jail for 20 years, come out looking the same age? Because he got 3 square meals a day with just the essential nutrients. He worked out. I mean, of course, he was in a stressful environment, but he had no sun. So he still come out looking young as shit. But that lack of melanin, you throw drugs in the mix, maybe a little bit of some kind of arthritis or whatever the fuck, and you got a recipe for disaster. Because these white stars be looking insane. I saw a video the other day, and I said, yo, who the fuck is that? He was doing a concert. There was a shitload of people at this concert. And I said, he looks familiar. Y'all ever heard of Iggy Pop? He was a real huge, see, even I said, I got to pause that. He's a big artist from the 70s, I believe early 80s. He looked like he was an artist from the 30s. Iggy Pop looks nuts. Check out Iggy Pop, y'all. Shit like this is why I be like, yeah, I'm glad I'm black. I wouldn't choose no other race. Look at this man. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, nasty work. Yeah, I ever saw Game of Thrones and the witch chick with the redhead lady, and when she took her choker off and it revealed what she looked like, that's what he looked like. He also looked like the shit on, if you ever saw this movie called Pan's Labyrinth, the shit that was like this walking around, that's what his body looks like. This is nasty work. Iggy Pop look crazy. One more time, y'all. You know what I love about black people, though? Like, we wouldn't let our stars do this. We would shame you so bad, you wouldn't do this shit no more. Certain people can't get on. I mean, yeah, we got fat niggas like Rick Ross, Khaled. They take their shit off, but we clown these niggas, white people. But you know what, though? Maybe it's not. You can look at it both ways. In one way, he's having a good time. He's old. He lived his life. And they're supporting him. But fuck that. We hold our people accountable. If you some fat, sloppy piece of shit on stage, shirt off, oh, we gonna let you know. That's the one thing black people gonna do. We're not gonna enable you. That all goes back to the adrenaline thing, right? Because for the most part, if you're white, you have to be a thrill seeker, contingent upon where you live at. The reason why most white people are thrill seekers is because they don't have no daily thrills. So they have to seek out the adrenaline, right? This is why you'll see white people jumping out of planes, swimming with the sharks, going deep sea diving and deep sea fishing. You won't see black people doing that because we experience trauma just because of the color of our skin. Walking out the house is a potential for something to happen to you, especially growing up in a place like Brooklyn, New York. Because niggas was robbing niggas at 7 o'clock in the morning, bro. You walk out the door. Brooklyn, New York. I live on the corner of Green and Marcy Avenue, Green between Marcy and Tompkins. I had to walk to the G train, Bedford and Nostrand. That walk, that full block walk to the train station was dangerous because the goons was out at 7:30 in the morning. Then you got to get on the train, take the G train to J Street. Was it J Street? Catch the F, take the F to 7th Avenue. Every train, every platform was a potential for something to go down. Then you had to walk to school, right? We didn't get picked up by buses. We didn't get dropped off by our mothers. That's how our day started. And throughout the course of the day, our schools had metal detectors. You never know. And it wasn't metal detectors because niggas was coming up there shooting up schools because that wasn't a thing. That wasn't a thing. That's still pretty recent. Niggas was shooting each other, teachers, drug dealers. There was gang shit going on. And throughout the course of all of this negative shit going on, you still had to find a way to get your studies done. And if you was too smart, you had to think about me. I was highly intelligent in high school. So just think about this. I had to hide the fact that I was smart. Right? And that's the burden to bear growing up in the hood. Because if you grow up in a poor household where nobody got shit, nobody accomplished anything, that's kind of becomes your norm. So trying to not be of the element and still be cool is very hard to do. So I was a dude who loved to get fly, loved to dress. So I had to hide my intelligence behind boosting and stealing clothes and selling clothes and being funny and getting the girls. But yet, because my exterior was so unique and cool, nobody paid attention. I was getting straight A's. Like, I skipped. Nobody noticed that shit. They didn't even see it, right? So I had to wear a cloak because I was a nerd. Everybody watching Martin, I'm at home watching Seinfeld. Everybody watching trivia, watching Wheel of Fortune, I'm watching Jeopardy. Low key, I had to hide my intelligence. And that's one of the burdens of living in the hood. You know, I never had a desire to join gangs, but I was in the element, right? So I knew how to walk a thin line between street nigga and being from the street. So I'm from the street, but I'm not a street nigga. I ducked and bobbed and weaved, all that shit. My intelligence allowed me to bob and weave. And shout out to my best friend, Jason. Like, he really was a whole catalyst behind all of that. Because he really was of a different element. He had a dad. He lived with his dad, actually. And I spent a lot of time with him because while niggas was in the block rolling dice in the little gambling halls, shit going down, he was like, yo, bro, let's just walk through the city and people watch. Just hop on the train. At the time, the train was $1.25. $1.25, hop on the G train, hop on the A train. Let's go to High Street, Brooklyn Bridge, High Street, and let's walk across the bridge. Let's walk through the village. Let's walk all the way to 34th Street. Fuck it, let's walk to 59th Columbus Circle. Let's just walk. Laugh, people watch. We started social media before social media even existed. We had a recorder. We would just record and vlog. This was back in 1996, 1997. 16 years old, 15 years old. This is what we was doing. And all of these things is what birthed the person you got in front of you now. So when people see me and they be like, oh, man, where you come from? You knew. I'm like, nah, nigga, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm seasoned. That's when I got in the comedy game. Let me brag a little bit. When I got in the comedy game, I was hanging with headliners. I never appealed to the little dudes. Pause. I never, you can see pictures of me, when I first started doing comedy, my first year, I never mingled with the openers and the 5-minute dudes because I've always been a boss. I was mingling with Kim Miller, Preacher Lawson, Mike Hurley, Vince Taylor, Jersey. These were all headliners. I was hanging with them. I went on tour my first year. I ain't know what the fuck I was doing, but I knew my element was that of a boss. I'm going to be a headliner. I'm not working under nobody. A lot of my younger comics who came up under me are now headlining and traveling the world, but they have a machine behind them. I don't want to be under a machine, and that's no disrespect to what they do, but I want to be the machine. So when people say, oh, you doing podcasting, yo, Joe Rogan this, Joe Rogan that, Joe Rogan got this, I'm like, fuck being under Joe Rogan. I want to be that. Spotify gave him $200 million. I don't want to work under nobody because I've been doing this so long. So although the money and the accolades didn't present itself at the time, now I'm reaping the fruits of my labor. And now things are moving at a rapid level because the world's starting to notice. Because a lot of times you don't need the accolades. You don't need the deal. All you need is the right person to hear you. And that's why I started the music review shit. Because I understand what it's like. I'm not a musician, I'm a comedian, but I know what it's like to travel from city to city doing 5 minutes on stage, 10 minutes on stage, and nobody fucking hearing you. And you're funny as fuck. And then I'm grinding it. I'm still not where I want to be or where I'm going to end off at, but I know I'm going to be huge in this comedy game, in this podcasting game, in this media game, in this social media game. I know everything I touch is going to turn to gold. And if I could utilize my platform to offer you guys that same push, I'll do it free of charge. That's how you reach back. It doesn't hurt me to say, yo, send me a song. Send me a song. I'll play it on the show. Long as it's in my email, I'm going to play it eventually. Maybe not next week, the next week. If you want your shit pushed up a little, hey, I sent you my song yesterday, but I want it played ahead of all the other songs. All right, here's my Zelle. Here's my Cash App. We can get that done. You feel me? But just know there's 50 songs ahead of you. But you can compensate me to skip all these other people who've been waiting. We can do that. You see? But that's my gift, right? Even with social media, I noticed that, my social media is taking off the way it is because I don't talk like anybody else. And people like, yo, you different. Like, I've never heard nobody who sound like you. And I'm like, yes, you did. You just forgot. You just forgot that everybody talked like me at some point. Everybody did. Everybody was brash and honest. Nobody bit their fucking tongue to joke about nothing. Go back and look at the 90s comedians. Those are the guys I model myself after. 80s comedians. Go listen to Raw by Eddie Murphy. Go listen to Delirious. Go listen to Richard Pryor on the Sunset. Go listen to those. Go listen to those sets. Go listen to Martin Lawrence. You So Crazy. Go listen to Chris Rock, Big and Black. Listen to what the fuck they was saying. The F word was fine. The R word was fine. Nobody batted an eye because they wasn't trying to hurt nobody. That PC bullshit destroyed everything. Social media and people's feelings have destroyed everything. Back in the 90s, every black comic who had something to say had a sitcom. All of them. D.L. Hughley, Chris Rock, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey. They even gave Flex Homeboys in Outer Space. Was it Flex? Oh, Eddie Griffin. Who else had a show? Who I missed? Martin. Any comedian that came from that Def Jam hub blew the fuck up. And that's because, shout out to Russell Simmons, that's because he and we dictated what's funny. We dictate everything. Black Americans dictate everything in this fucking world when it comes to entertainment. Whether it's sports, commentary, music, fashion, we dictate it. Go look at Japan and see how they dressing. Why do you think drill music is a phenomenon in every language? It's black Americans doing that. We are the most influential people on the planet. Our culture is, but we're not. So if you find the common ground and all of that, I don't want to be the representative of culture or representative of comedy. I want to be, I don't want what I do to be the catalyst for it. I personally want to be the machine. Fuck working for the machine. I want to be the machine. Period. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's me rambling. But I hope y'all got the gist of it. But this was a fun show. I didn't think I would come in here and do a good show. I think this was a great show. Once again, keep sending that music, y'all. Keep sending that music. I want to hear it. Like I said, you may not get played immediately, maybe a couple of weeks down the line. I do have a lot of songs to run through. Just make sure you guys subscribe and support the other artists. Just because your shit ain't getting played, that don't mean shit on the other artists. Don't just watch the show to hear your fucking song. Listen to the show. It's a lot of insight. It's a lot of funny shit. And there's a lot of good music out there. You can collab with somebody you like. You know what I mean? Tell a friend, tell a friend. The Nasty Work Show, man. Make this shit the best show. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications for every show. Every episode drops every Friday at 1 p.m. on YouTube. All right? But I do thank you guys for tuning in and supporting me. And this has been episode 111 of the Nasty Work Show. Let's go. Nasty Work. Nasty Work. Come on, son. And at the number one spot. Till next week, guys. See you same time, same place. All right? Peace.